Digital Land. We love you so much. We're going to play our new song for you in the background, The Essence of Our Silence. Please hold while I find it for us. Love you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to find it now. No, there's no way not to. We're going to find the computer.
All good.
All good. So where would that be, Rich?
At least you get to look at us.
Hey guys, here it comes.
There you go.
The silent words as the silent essence that always escapes me to the silent sea. The silent sea. Oh, I don't know, I know, I know.
inside yourself. Everything's inside yourself. Beauty and the balance.
Love that. Love that.
And very fun. That's a song, The Essence of Our Silence, one of the new songs I've written. You can tell we're on fire for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. So we're very grateful to be here again with you. I see somebody said thank you. Hi, much love. I'm not sure this person is. Much love back to you. I can't see names to this chat bot yet. Once YouTube upgrades this, we have seen your names to the chat. We can't see you yet. So thank you. Much love back to you. Thank you for being with us as one being of love and light flowing together. Compassion, creativity, unity, inclusion.
It's all about the algorithms on YouTube. And that's why all the views and the subscribers that we have help us share what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, that's what we're asking up to you.
We're not asking for anything other than for you to listen and subscribe, you know. And this song, to me, you know, I do the lyrics. Richard always fixes them because I'm not good at it, so to speak, you know. Is that the essence of silence? Is that we all feel this thing within ourselves, this silence, that we're caught up in what we're supposed to be, you know, like we're supposed to act a certain way, and yet we don't. So the essence of the silence is what I call meditation, but it's not a place where you have to meditate. It's a constant state of meditation.
Hi, Natalie Evans. Nice to see you, Natalie. Nice to see you, Natalie. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, Rob, keep talking.
Yeah, all right. So that's what this song is about, and it's like when I'm trying to sail into the wind and don't want to feel the waves of you know, the things that we perceive hurt us. We have no choice. You have to do it. And you have to understand that these waves might be a way of bringing you beyond where you are, and not to fight them, not to fight life itself, because it's always a lesson. And Rich and I have learned this over our entire lives, you know, and it's what we write about. It's not a matter of accepting so much as it is a matter of seeing, and understanding that there's always going to be waves, and you are going to feel them, but you don't have to embrace them. And I think, to me, that's what this song is about. You know, there's always going to be problems, but they're not your problems. They're just problems. They're, as Rich and I always say, speed bumps. You know, they're meant to slow you down so you can wake up and see what's going on around you. And it's the same thing with waves. And
I would say they're triggers that show you you're not awake. That the triggers show you they're in the distortion, but when you're in the silence, you're walking freely in your heart.
I agree with that completely, and I think that's the gist of the song.
Yeah,
is that you have to understand that there are always going to be problems in your life, but your perception of a problem could be changed if you understood that the problem might be the answer.
Well said. Exactly.
Yeah. You know, and move you to a place where you're supposed to be, not where you're told to be. You know, and that's what we do. That's what you and I do. It's what we write about, and that's what this song is about.
Yeah.
It's about accepting not accepting everything around you, but really accepting yourself.
Yeah, it's all inside of yourself. The beauty and the balance is inside
Yeah,
you.
there's not.
Recognize when you recognize you're everything, you're free of that definition of that duality, that that label and that comparison. Then you
Right.
can float freely in the sounds of passion of sounds.
That I am this, but I should be that.
Right.
It just floats into the ether, and suddenly you're aware, and that's it. And that's part of the book, The Myth of Death, and
Yes.
in that
The new
life
one.
and death. Yeah, you did a great job on that, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
All right, life and death are the same awareness. For someone to think that somehow they're separate makes no sense, because it's what we're taught, but it makes no sense because one has no meaning without the other. So they are the source of each other, meaning they're the same awareness, not consciousness, because to me, and I can't speak for Riz, but consciousness is its content, it's what you've learned. But awareness is prior to what you've learned. It's
Agreed.
like
Agreed.
being aware to be born without knowing what was going on. There's an intelligence prior to any definition that allowed you to be here. And then you get sucked into this trap, which is with the line like, I want to ride the waves, but I don't want to feel them,
Right.
but you have to, because it wasn't easy to be born. You had to go through a lot, but you didn't know, so you didn't really suffer psychologically, of course, and yet here you are listening to us talking. So you're here. And
Yeah.
here is undescribable because we don't know where we are. We pretend we do. We call it Earth, but we don't know where we are. We don't know if this is life or death. It's just this place, and once you define it, you create time, you create expectation as belief, and when you have expectation and belief and neither of them are met, then you suffer psychologically, and that's the psychological self.
Exactly. Well
Yeah,
said. Yeah.
yeah, and that's what we write about, what we wrote about in the book, The Myth of Death, Eternal Season, and it's available on Amazon and Kindle, and we hope you enjoy it because it was 6 years of dialogue between Rich and I, and it took 2 years to actually get it done. And it has our lyrics in it to all our songs and a link to all our songs, which all support the book just as the book supports the songs.
Exactly. It's
It's,
one
an,
thing.
it's an
Flow.
interactive book.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that we just started, and this comes from what we call silence, which is insight, is an idea called it's called the song "Not Yet," and it's not done yet. It's started, and all the proceeds from YouTube will go directly to St. Jude's Medical Center, which helps children who are fighting cancer. And we have no affiliation with them at all. All right, we're just doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing it because it's the right thing to do. Because even though we know that death is not an ending, every child should have a chance to manifest their diversity.
Yeah.
You
Great
know,
potential. Great potential. Yeah.
exactly their potential.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So we're donating all that money to St. Jude's, and we're not asking for anything in return because on our channel, large corporations advertise. And from those advertisements, we're going to take that money and give it directly to St. Jude's. All right. It's called Not Yet.
Right.
Because there,
It's still be
yeah,
real.
yeah, there's two reasons. One is I'm not ready to let you go, and also there's still no cure for cancer.
Right.
And that's what Not Yet is. All right. So that'll be out, I don't know, within a week or so. Rich has some voice problems.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, so we've been going nonstop for 10 months. So it's gonna happen, bro. And but as soon as it's ready, we'll let you know. And again, we're not asking for anything. We're simply asking that you listen,
Listen and share. That's it.
share, and if you can, subscribe because it helps the algorithm in YouTube share the message.
Smash that like button. Just smash that like button. Nothing else.
That's
That's
it.
all I want from
That's
you.
it. So basically, all you're doing is listening to an incredible song that Rich has really just reached my heart with it so far. All you're doing is listening to a song and helping a child live.
That's our point. Yeah.
That's it. And that's everything that Rich and I do. I can't imagine a better life, bro.
Me either, brother. Being awake
Yeah.
and creative every day.
Yeah. What do you guys say, man?
Giving. Well, you did pretty good, brother.
Well,
Well,
I can't shut up.
it's all good. I'm a good listener. So the point is just to help, when listening to the song, you help the children be more at peace with their journey. We know cancer is multifaceted. We heal the cancer. There's allopathic, there's Eastern, Western medicines, but we want to help the kids in the hospitals. They're actually dealing with their last moments or dramatic moments, helping them with that space in their soul coming forward more, to have more experience of life, less suffering, because pain's not fun. There's awakeness, there's emotional aspects, but pain is not fun for the body. We want to leave pain if we can through our message of compassion. And again, we have the book now. This is a book here, The Myth of Death. There's a hard copy. It's a pretty thick book. You can see there's a lot of pages in it. All the links to the songs are in the book. And we're excited about this book because it's kind of an interesting book because there's actually a lot of things over and over said from different perspectives, but that kind of shifts away the mind, which comes a different set when something's said from a different perspective, it hits you differently. So that's the idea of this book. When you read this book over and over again, one time through, it's actually going through your mind holographically, holistically, and going through your belief systems through your mind when you read this book. Only one time will do it for you.
I like that.
Yeah.
It challenges your belief systems.
The whole book it does, yeah.
Yeah.
It just constantly shows you a different light angle for your belief system, so it helps you see more holistically your heart. Helps you see more awareness. Each time you read the passage through the paragraph, there's another same paragraph, a little bit different wording. It's a different way to read a book, wrote differently for a reason. It's not a usual book. It's not like a chapter. It's like a constant repetition, like a cone, a Zen cone in a way, a very long cone, in that it's always challenging your idea of what's real.
Yep.
That's what this book does.
Perfectly stated.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine a better way to state it because one person will read one line and not understand it, but they'll read the same line in a different style.
Exactly.
Suddenly the light goes on.
Yeah. Different, like
And then like you said, you reread it and you're like, oh man.
yes.
You know what I mean? And that was the point of the style of the book.
Yeah, it's
All
experimental for us. But we feel like giving the world this way now. Where we're at, waking up in our psychology. It's a way to chip slowly away to brighten yourself up.
I say drip drip, but chip sounds
Yeah.
sounds just as good. And at the end of the book, we have our lyrics that support the book, just as the book supports the lyrics. And there's an attachment, a link, so that you can go and listen to the music that we've written. We've produced, I think, over 60 songs in 10 months.
We're on number 68 now.
68. Yeah, that's crazy.
You can't hold fire back. You look back.
So you know that our passion is genuine, and we want your feedback. It's actually very important to both of us and to everyone who's listening that you understand that we're willing to talk without judgment.
Right.
And because
we don't know. We
don't pretend to know.
Yeah, from the dialogue, new things will be born. That's the gift of dialogue, not debate, not comparison, judgment. You talk openly, things are bloom, they flourish, and there's more inspiration, more intuition. there's more creativity.
And I would say 90% of our songs come from our dialogues.
They sure do. Yeah.
You give me a sentence or an idea, and suddenly it's like, boom, there it is. And because you gave it to me, you understand it.
Yeah.
So it just
Like a whole-
blossoms. It blossoms into a beautiful flower.
Yeah. Just give it.
And we just hope you understand our sincerity, and we welcome your participation, and we're here for you.
Yes, we are. We look forward to what you think of this book. Please be happy to make your review of it when you buy the book. We'd love to hear your perspective on this book, what you get from it and not get from it. We're open for that too. Like I said, every moment's a brand new moment. Nothing's carved in stone. That's the way life is. It's awareness now. So we're not attached to any outcome other than just honoring ourselves authentically or not honoring ourselves.
We do it for you. We don't do it for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're right.
And
There's only one. There's one being here.
that's it. Despite diversity, there's only one pulse. And you know, I wrote yesterday, and I tagged you in it, but still don't know if it worked. Was that at the center of life and death is creation itself.
Of course, yeah.
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 So creation doesn't distinguish between life and death. It simply acts and evolves within itself.
Right. It's a pulse. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's in the book, and that's in our songs, and we thank you for being a part of our lives.
We sure do. My canker sore should be gone. I'll be able to sing soon. I have canker.
Good.
Yeah. So happy to sing the song.
I know you're cranking to get back on it, bro.
You have no idea. And for
I
you,
do know, because I can't wait either.
too, yeah, I'm so inspired to get more and more because I'm still here. I'm still aware, alive, not dead. I'm walking this body now. That's my greatest gift. So I can embody myself and give you love every moment of my life, every moment of breath, every breath.
And you have no idea. Yeah, you have no idea unless you read our stories that what Richard's gone through just to be here.
Yeah.
And he's not doing it for himself. Or it's hard for me to even fathom, but it's a true story.
Yeah, it's a good story. Ben Hollywood. I mean, I'm surviving everything, getting through every walk in the fire to be able to more embodied to tell you I love you, and that only love, no matter what you go through, there's always love left over. That's all that exists. There's no story. There's nothing else but love. So that's why I'm going to tell you that through these eyes, through this expression, this voice, this broken body, that there's only love at the center of everything. Do never doubt that. No matter what you're wearing, it's love.
He got his voice back. He didn't have a voice when we first met.
Yeah, walking, sense of self, nothing. Aphasia, stroke, everything was gone. Movement, everything was gone. It took many years, but I just, for you and for life and for creation, I have stayed here aware to be able to share this with you now in this now moment. That's all there is now.
I was given the chance to leave. And it dawned on me that I had to stay to share.
Right. Yeah, there's an option. It's a real choice. It really is.
I was given the option.
Yeah.
And I stayed. You know, and
So,
that's we are overlap.
yeah.
You know?
We met in a surreal way through that. I've never met in person. We met across the country. We're
Yep.
brothers, soul brothers. One.
One.
Yeah.
So we're here for you, and we hope you'll be there for us because it only helps everyone else.
Exactly.
You
We're
know,
spending these every day.
again, we're not asking for any money. All right, we're asking you to watch a video.
Yeah, that's it. Sure.
That's it. And let the big corporations pay to help children survive cancer.
That's our plan. Exactly. Make them work for us.
That's it.
And check out bandcamp.com. You can actually purchase our songs on Bandcamp under We Are Overlap for shipping. And also we're on Spotify. We're on TikTok for the background, which has been very fun to make you realize those songs on there. We're getting around the world now. We're spreading love because love is always here. It just goes underneath the dream. It always wakes back up when it's ready.
It spreads itself.
Yeah. It's an ebb and flow. All you can do is fall asleep and wake back up. So you got to wake back up.
And the ebbs are fine. You know, the speed bumps we talk about.
Yeah.
They slow you down, but they don't stop you.
No. The
All
great
right.
pause and reflection. That's all they do.
That's it. 'Cause
Love you guys.
it points you in a different direction, the direction that creation itself wants you to follow.
Well said, exactly. Well said.
Yeah. All right, brother. I
Yeah.
love you, man.
Love you guys. We'll talk all day. See you
All
guys.
right, we could.
Hit the like button. Here's a cool big book we have available, The Myth of Death. Share with all your friends, holiday seasons, and we love you.
Yep. The Myth of Death, Eternal Season.
As well as the eternal season. And my Kenko show should be gone soon. I'll be singing my butt off for you guys.
We hope so, man, because I love your voice.
Me too, man. It's all good.
All right, brother.
See you guys.
See you.